over there in Cleveland. Let's talk about it. The game overall was a good game. The defense dominated the game as we expected them to do. Myles Garrett is a freak of nature when it comes to playing the game of football. He has the drive and the art of playing the defensive end that no other player in the league has. Myles Garrett is elite. He is better than any defensive end in the game of football. Nobody can stop him. He should be triple teamed at all times. Dillon Gabriel, on the other hand, has been getting first team reps since he stepped in Cleveland. Dillon Gabriel should have been 10 times better than he has been all season. But nevertheless, in game 6, Dillon Gabriel has done what Dillon Gabriel has always done. Nothing. Dillon Gabriel had no parts of those 16 points. He got 9. He's 3, 3, 3, and 3. Like we all knew, when Shedeur entered the game would look different. It would feel different. It would play different. But what hasn't taken place is first team reps. And first team reps are mandatory to have rhythm with the players you are playing with, to know those crosses, to know when they're going to break out, to be able to set your team up to be good. Yeah, Shedeur had some faults. Shedeur made some mistakes, but that's only to be expected from a rookie quarterback who has had no first team reps, who has had no play time with that offensive line, who has done nothing with the players that were on the field. And yet and still, they almost came back. Gage Lawredan catches that pass. Game is tied. Now all of a sudden, nobody is looking at Shedeur crazy. Shedeur has his faults as a quarterback. Those will change with playing the game. See, but you can't get better unless you play. This week was a one half of a football game, not an entire game. Dillon had 6 of those, and he hasn't gotten better each time he's played. He's only gotten worse. With Shedeur, we expect him to get better. As he got better as the game went along, he didn't regress as the game. He got better toward the end of the game. He didn't get worse. He got better. Those passes start getting completed. If Harold Fanning Jr. makes that pass, catches that ball, you're in better field position. It's a different game at that point. It's a few drops. There shouldn't have been drops. Shedeur got better as the game went along, and that's what counts. We expect him to make mistakes. We expect him to do some of the things that he's always done in college. Those things are going to happen. But as the game progressed, he progressed. And that is the difference between Shedeur and Dillon. As the game progresses with Dillon, he gets worse. That's why he has a concussion now. The play calling has to get better. There was not one screen called in the midst of all of those blitzes. You know they're coming. You know a defensive coordinator say, hey, they got a new quarterback in the game. He a rookie. It's in the house. And there was no adjustment. There was no sliding of the pocket. There was no different run plays. There was no screen plays. There was no wide receiver screens. There was no nothing. In essence, the Browns didn't adjust to the quarterback that they had in the game. They just continued down the path that they were always going to go down. Those are the same plays that would have been in the game if Dillon was in the game, which we know he wouldn't have completed. But with Shedeur in the game, the field of play is extended. There are no 5 to 6 yard passes. All of a sudden, we going 15, 20 yards downfield. We go into the end zone from the 40. Wait a minute. They wasn't doing this in the first half. Hold on, coach. If Gage Larvadan holds on to that pass, it's a touchdown. If Shedeur doesn't overthrow that pass in the end zone, that might be a touchdown. If Isaiah Bond moves on time, because he's too late to move. But nobody has played or practiced with Shedeur. So they don't know what to do when he's out of the pocket. They don't know his scrambling. They don't understand that. It takes a level of good coaching, good play calling, and good quarterback play to win a football game. And all three was lacking at that phase of the game. In order to get better, the play calling is going to have to change. The play calling is going to have to get better. Shedeur is going to have to do better in the pocket. Shedeur is going to have to throw the ball away. All that extra scrambling, gotta go. Gotta get the ball out. Gotta see it. Understand there are going to be some sacks, but we need you to lose 6 yards and not 12 yards. But all in all, Shedeur looked like a football player. Shedeur looked like a quarterback. Shedeur looks like someone that can make the offense produce. Dillon Gabriel? Not so much. So we'll see going into next week. We're going to get the reports. Mary Kay Cabot and Tony Grossi, they're going to have a field day with Shedeur scrambling out of the pocket and getting sacked. Don't worry about that. Because that's only a half of football. That's only somebody coming off the bench cold. That's only the Ravens doing what the Ravens were supposed to do and sending the house to get that freshman quarterback. Get that rookie. But now, Kevin Stefanski, what are you going to do? How are you going to change? How are you going to adapt? Because your game plan is now out the window. This is where we are. You're going to have to be better. You're going to have to do better. And if not, Kevin Stefanski, you need to be fired. Just that simple. If you're not ready for what's going on, you need to be fired. Because now your plan is over with. Dillon Gabriel don't need no reps. He in concussion protocol. So practice belongs to Shedeur all week. First team reps, here we come. Bailey Zappi, we putting you in the lineup, big boy. You going to quarterback too. And Dillon, you're going to have to hold a clipboard next week. Because why would you rush him back? So, what do you do from here? It's a lot of adjustments going to have to come along with it. They're going to lose their mind, but it is what it is. We're going to live to see what happens next week. The Raiders are going to Vegas next week. Geno ain't that good. The Raiders defense is okay. But that offensive line can handle the Raiders front four because they don't push like the Ravens defensive front pushes. So, it is what it is. Now, I appreciate all y'all for coming and hanging out. Y'all know tomorrow, because I'm going to go take a nap. Cause y'all know I'm still a truck driver. I gotta get on the road tonight. I'm gonna run down to Houston and come back. I'll be back early in the morning. I'm gonna drop a video of what I just said and some more stuff later on tonight. But I want to thank every last one of y'all for coming out. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out if you haven't done either one. I appreciate everybody for hanging out, chilling with us today. Y'all know how we get down on Sunday. But all in all, Shedeur got in the game. And I told y'all he was coming. So am I. I'm out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace out.